Well, welcome back to Business on GMT. This month marks the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. The 25th of May 1977 was the date the first movie, A New Hope, was launched, and today is the annual Star Wars Day. It's chosen by Star Wars fans because of the play on words, May the 4th be with you. Get it. Now, back when he was convincing 20th Century Fox to make his movie, George Lucas anticipated it would gross around $8 million at the box office, possibly. Instead, the film alone grossed $775 million, becoming the highest-grossing film ever at that time. After its 1977 release, it's been credited with creating modern licensing for toys. And according to the toy industry analyst NPD, it's brought retailers more than $32 billion in merchandising sales. Some toys, originally bought for a few dollars, now being bought for thousands. An unopened packet of 7 action figures from The Empire Strikes Back fetched $32,500 in 2016. So is it worth an investment, worth a punt? Joining me is Jason Smith, a Star Wars memorabilia collector, plus some of the memorabilia, your favourite possessions. Tell me, which is your favourite? Which do you like most?
I think it's this one, which is a Jawa on a 12-back Palatoy card with a vinyl cape, which until recently we didn't even think existed. So.
What did you pay for it?
I bought this one 10 years ago, and I paid £500 for this one.
£500 for that?
Yeah, this one's been opened, but I mean, one sold 2 years ago at auction for about £10,000 to £12,000. That was one that was fully sealed.
Are you in it to make a profit?
I'm in it purely as a collector for the nostalgia and the pleasure that Star Wars brings.
But you're very aware. Before we came onto the set, you were talking about the increase in value. You're very aware of the increase in value of all these. Yeah,
items. I mean, I've been collecting 10 years, and I've probably seen on the stuff that I bought 10 years ago, it's gone up in value by a factor of 10. Things have gone up by about a factor of 2 or 3 in the last 2 or 3 years, just due to the fact that Disney have taken over the franchise and are producing all these wonderful new movies that we're seeing.
Do people invest in it? Do people invest as investors, or are they actually, like you, they're actually collectors and are just aware of the fact that they bought something which has gone up in value?
I think most people are my kind of age, and they collect because they enjoy collecting the collectibles. There are people who collect to invest now and will just buy up the rarer items in the hope that it will appreciate in value.
So, if I was to start doing this, would I just go buy something that looks old in the shops, or on eBay, something that dates back to 1977, and I got to be quids in because it's going to go up in value naturally? It's
like all things. You do your research to figure out what the valuable pieces are.
Oh, so what are they?
Well, the kind of valuable pieces that you might be able to find in your loft if you go and have a look are things like the vinyl cape Jawa.
As opposed to that one, which is different.
That's the cloth cape one.
Oh, that's got cloth on it. And which one's more valuable?
The vinyl one, yeah, because they originally issued it as vinyl and then replaced it with cloth. If you've got one of those, even as a loose figure, that's worth between £500 and £1,000.
That's the Death Star, isn't it? Sitting there in the middle.
This is a little pencil sharpener that was made by Helix back in the day, and I mean, these are incredibly rare now, and these are worth several £100s. If you've got one of those up in the attic.
And what's this? Have you just got some bits of cardboard here, effectively?
Yeah, well, we always used to say that it was just mint on cards, which were valuable, but
mint on card means mint condition on a card background. Is that right? So that's mint on card.
So that's one that's fully sealed, and we always used to say they're only worth money if they're.
But this is just the card.
But these are the cards, and these are worth several £100s each because that's a Boba Fett, and they're very collectible characters.
Couldn't I just put them into a photocopier?
You couldn't do that because the way modern printing techniques work is that it wouldn't look the same as the original card. So you'd always be able to tell, looking close up, that these.
To an expert like yourself.
Yeah.
Jason Smith, thank you so much for that, for an insight into the world of Star Wars merchandising. That is the business news. Lucy, back to you. May the force be with you.
Thank you, Jamie. Somewhere I have my little R2-D2 original from the late 70s. Now, what if I told you...